Don't do this.
I ain't got a choice.
That's the same thing your father said, and he died right here in my hands. That kid was raised in hate. It's dangerous. He broke things in me that ain't never been fixed. It ain't worth it.
It's not just us anymore, Dave.
I want to rewrite history.
If you want to fight this man, that's your business. But don't pretend this is about your father.
This here is all about my wife, my kids, the life that I live. Through the night, I was his. It was right what I did. My ups and downs, my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls.
This won't be the end of me. Or you.
Aloha. This is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here on the island of Oahu, bringing you, guess you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man. And today, Friday, Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, I went ahead and I saw Creed 2. Now, this is the follow-up to, of course, the outstanding first movie, Creed, by Ryan Coogler, who had brought back Rocky Balboa to train Adonis Creed, the son of Apollo Creed. And as you have seen from the trailers, this involves the return of Ivan Drago and his son, basically challenging Adonis Creed for the title for a fateful rematch in the one that had killed Adonis Creed's father, Apollo. And, well, remember our rating scale. Shock a thumbs up. It's good to see. I recommend it. Shock a thumbs down. It's bad to see. It's junk. I don't recommend it. And for Creed 2, it is a shock a thumbs up. Now, let me just say that this was not as good as the very first one. Director Ryan Coogler, although he did go into producing this, did not direct this and did not write the story for this. I believe it was mainly written by, Sylvester Stallone. And it feels very much like that as it fits into the rest of the Rocky movies, 1 through 6, I believe. Now, that's not to say that it's bad. I do give it a shock a thumbs up. It's just not as good, not as innovative and fresh as the Ryan Coogler, version of Creed 1. Because we do bring back in Dolph Lundgren as Drago, Ivan Drago, and then his son. We even get a brief cameo by Bridget Nielsen, Sylvester Stallone's former wife, who was also in, Rocky IV, as the wife of Ivan Drago. And this is basically seeking Ivan Drago. His claim for fame is to put his son up against his famous opponent, the son of Apollo Creed, Adonis Creed. And as we see from the trailers, there is much fussing and hemming and hawing about this. Lots of people, because of Ivan Drago, because of Dolph Lundgren, and Sylvester Stallone, they have making the comparisons between this movie, Creed 2, and Rocky 4, which is where, Rocky Balboa takes on Ivan Drago. And, it is kind of a follow-up to that movie, but I can't say that it's fits cookie cutter into that movie like that. I would very much rather say that it is closer, much closer to Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang, Mr. T, in the fact that, Ivan Drago and his son are on the outs over there in Russia, having lost his famous match with Rocky Balboa in Russia. They are looked down upon. They have lost pretty much everything. They're not over, the once famous couple. The marriage is over between him and Brigitte Nielsen. So he feels that this way of challenging his son, Apollo's son, will give him his son and both Ivan Drago himself a chance to regain all that fame that was once lost. And so, yes, one can make those comparisons to Rocky IV in the fact that it's a Russian fighting the Creed, but it's very much more, I feel, Rocky III with Clubber Lang, in that they are so desperate. They have nothing. They started from nothing. They had all this fame prior to, Ivan Drago's loss with Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa. And basically his son grew up with nothing, divorced from his wife, who was embarrassed by the father's failure, Ivan Drago, Dolph Lundgren. So they are hungry. They have that eye of the tiger. Whereas Adonis Creed, Sylvester Stallone, hey, they've just gotten the title. They're on top of the world. Maybe not as hungry to achieve success as they once were. Especially not Adonis, who's looking elsewhere now that the challenge is over. Now that he is the champion and he's won. It was a hard-fought victory in that first movie. Where does he go from here? And he finds this new challenger, very much like Clubber Lang, comes in to challenge him freshly for the title, saying that he hasn't fought anybody tough enough, not tough like him, the son of Ivan Drago, the son of the man who killed his own father, Apollo Creed. Yes, it is much more of a Rocky III movie to me, because, Adonis has to dig deep within himself, see what's important to him, see why he wants to win this match against the son of the man who killed his own father, Apollo Creed. And I think that's, would do more justice to compare it to Rocky III. Like I said, in Rocky III, it's against Clubber Lang. That first fight, there are two fights in this movie. And just like in Rocky III, and the first one, like I said, Rocky isn't there very much as Mick wasn't there when he fell sick and ill and unable to assist, Rocky Balboa. Rocky is unable to assist Adonis Creed in that first fight. However, in this second fight, they come to the discovery, very much like Rocky did in Rocky III, that he had to change his style. Adonis's old style won't work against Ivan Drago's son. He has to come up with something new. He has to fight him on a different level in a different way. Very much like Rocky did, training as Apollo Creed did in the very, very first, Rocky III movie. And switching his style completely up, confusing Clubber Lang in that fight. And, okay, I'll go into a little bit of a spoiler. How he is defeated in this movie is time. We have an upcoming fresh fighter, hardened by the streets, with that eye of the tiger, hungry for success, but yet he's inexperienced in the fact that he has not gone the distance for, in his experiences, in his fighting, challenging. All his challengers he's able to put away early, very much like Clubber Lang. Thus, what Rocky does, his advice to Adonis, is wear him out, take him the distance, and eventually wearing him out, very much as Rocky usually does in these movies, takes him out. So there you go. But that's, that's the spoilers right there, is how he wins. But it's still very much worth seeing, and I really didn't spoil too much for you. So definitely go ahead and see it when you can. If you're not busy watching Wreck-It Ralph, I think that's the only other movie of quality that's out currently. But if you're an adult, you don't have your kids with you, or you send them, it's like, okay, go watch Wreck-It Ralph. I'm going to go sneak into Rocky Creed 2. All right. Thank you so much. This is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, saying shock a thumbs up for Creed 2. Fabulous movie. Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, Sylvester Stallone, even Dolph Lundgren. They all bring their A games, all wonderful, all fantastic, and you won't be dissatisfied with this movie. All right, thank you so much. Creed 2, shock a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and aloha.